fucking make the Red Sox worse. Don't like put any attention towards them if you're not gonna care. Like, get out of here with that. Focus on your business ventures and.
Never been a John Henry fan. Never have.
I don't know if I've ever had an issue with them, but like after this season, I definitely do. Like,
Never have.
it's fucking annoying,
It
man.
just rubs me the wrong way.
So,
Never met the guy though.
no, never met the guy.
The guy.
S-
Well, here's some news.
What's going on?
There's some errors with the podcast. Now we're good. All right, we're fixed. Hooray!
What happened?
The audio wasn't working on the podcast.
No.
The thing was loose. So all of the last 10, 12 minutes has not been recorded.
No.
Repeat your entire Chris.
Oh my
We're gonna
God!
skip
Everyone
the
know
Chris
your
Sale
lines.
topic.
Everyone
Let's
know
just
your
start off
lines.
with the podcast as
I
new.
agree. Skip Chris Sale.
Wow.
All you guys missed was Chris Sale. Welcome to In the Pit. Episode.
449.
There we go.
Correct.
Yeah, we were just shitting on Chris Sale, blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah, all that
I
stuff.
don't need to shit on him anymore.
No.
I'm done tired. I'm done talking about it.
Sorry about all the mistakes today. Technical difficulties, whatever. But we're good now.
Don't ask for a refund because he ain't getting one.
Exactly. Let's keep talking about topics over here. We just talked about the Chris Sale topic. This will be a quick intro for In the Pit. Another Red Sox topic we'll talk about today. Jackie Bradley Jr. has signed with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Bye bye.
Um,
Would still rather him out in center field than Duran, to be honest with you. I'd rather Jackie Bradley's bat up there than Jalen Duran's defense in center field, personally. Also, I don't know if I like how they DFA'd him. I mean, I understand it's a business side of things. I get it, but it's like I don't think he was making much anyways. But it's I don't know. Jackie Bradley's been in Red Sox for a long ass time. He's helped us win a World Series and shit. It's like I don't know. I kind of think he wasn't good, but I don't know. I think it was kind of unless they wanted to give him a chance, like win and stuff like that. I respect that, but I don't know. DFAing him.
I mean, they DFA'd him because they didn't have a roster spot for him. They brought in Tommy Pham. They brought in some new guys. And listen, the dude's hitting nothing. He's been,
What's his batting average this year?
Let me pull up his stats. for
Is
you.
he even over 200?
Consistently at 200. I think like 208 the most.
Which is fucking terrible.
No,
But
it's,
he's so
it's not
good.
good.
He's
He's
so
in-
good in center though.
He's hitting 210 this year
Okay.
with
He's got what, like
3
9 home runs?
He's got 3 home runs.
Tough.
I mean,
He hit one of them the fucking 28-5 night.
Yeah.
Once
Really?
Once it got to like
shit.
A
once it got
garbage-
to like
Oh, you're
18 to
going
1.
tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going again.
Who are they
One
playing?
more
Tonight?
time. The Braves. Yeah, I'm going tonight. Yeah.
They were hitting bombs last night.
This is
I'll
just
tell you
the
that.
most astounding Jackie Bradley stat for me is his home versus away splits. At home, he hits well. 288, 468 slugging, 785 OPS. Good numbers in 45 games. When he's away from Fenway Park, he hits 129 with a 167 slugging for a 363 OPS. I don't know what the difference between Fenway and away, home and away.
He gets rattled on the road, I guess.
Sweet Caroline.
That's what it is. Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
It gets the people going.
Gets the people going. But yeah, weird stuff there. Jackie,
He sucks. Get the fuck. I was totally against them bringing him back.
yeah. I mean, and Renfro's been pretty good this year too.
Yeah, of
So
course he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
It helped our fucking offense this year.
yeah, probably. Move on to one more baseball topic. We got a couple more baseball topics to talk about.
Dumb fucks.
Shohei Ohtani made history last night, joining Babe Ruth as the only players in Major League history to have at least 10 home runs and 10 wins in the same season.
That's good.
He's very good.
Shouldn't be an
Good
angel.
at sports.
How many?
No.
He didn't have 10 wins last year?
No.
No.
You know what he'd look good in?
What?
Met. Yeah, Met.
Why do we need to put players on the
Mr.
Mets?
Mets.
I think he would look better.
DeGrom, Scherzer, and Ohtani in the rotation.
Imagine that in a 3 out of 5 series. Game 1, 2, 3.
You would not win a series with those three going. You would not win a series.
That is
He's not getting
ridiculous.
traded.
Yeah, that'd be.
He ain't resigning.
He's not resigning.
He's got one more year left, and he's a free.
Hey, for a few in the pit episodes, we were also saying Juan Soto wasn't going to get traded.
Yeah,
and he
but-
did.
Wait,
The-
whoa! I said he was. I didn't
No,
think
no,
it was
no,
gonna
no, no,
happen
no,
this
no.
season. I
I'm
didn't
just,
think it was gonna
I'm
happen
just
this
saying, anything is possible in sports. You
season.
never
turn
know.
Down, when you turn down a $440 million contract, you can go find
Yeah,
fucking
you
rock.
got to get them sent
Go
out of
find
here.
fucking rock.
But yeah, if you're not going to resign too, I mean, listen, I get it. You might not get full value back, but you'd rather get something than nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Maybe he'll get traded this offseason. God, if the Mets get him. I mean, the Mets would have to move their best prospects.
that would be
100% worth it.
unbelievable.
100% worth
Yeah.
it.
I think it would be worth it too.
Prospects, You have no idea what they're going to do in the majors. They can light it up in Double-A, they can light it up in Triple-A. When they get to the majors, it's a different animal.
I have a question. Why isn't Shohei Ohtani the MVP this year?
Isn't?
Why is he not the MVP?
Well, I mean, the season's not over yet.
But why shouldn't he be the MVP this year?
Give me some stats.
I mean, offensively, he's hitting 256,
25th
501
homer
slugging
last
percentage, 25 home runs, 66 RBIs.
He has 25 home runs.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then on the pitching side of it, he has a 268 ERA.
Yeah.
Has the most 10 strikeout games this year of any pitcher.
How many?
I think 10.
It's pretty fucking good.
He's pitched, he has 157 strikeouts in 111 innings. His K per 9 is the highest in baseball, 12.7.
Woo.
So not only is he hitting at a, 37% better than the rest of the league is, he's also pitching. Where's his pitching stats? Where did they just go? He's pitching 51% better than anyone else in the league is, like the average person.
So like who else? So Aaron Judge,
Judge,
obviously.
So Judge is the favorite. Judge is obviously the favorite. Aaron Judge.
It's
has,
just like yeah,
It's
Every
little-
time to go
it's
to
it's
PhD.
best player on best team type of thing. You know what I mean?
Listen, Judge's stats are eye-popping as well. 303 with the 675 slugging, 199 OPS plus, 44 home runs, 98 RBI, 120. He leads the league in hits. He leads the league in runs. He leads the league in slugging. He leads the league in home runs, RBI. Not an average though, but so he won't get the triple crown. And then but Aaron Judge doesn't pitch. Like
Yeah, but
like-
then that's why they got the Cy Young as well.
yes,
so
but
Shohei can win
Shohei
that.
Ohtani hits and pitches. So Shohei
No,
Ohtani
I-
hits at a very high clip, at a very effective clip.
I think it
and
has to do with the
pitches.
fact that he's on a bad team.
He was on a bad team last year. He put up better numbers offensively, but he's putting up better pitching numbers this year.
Cy Young.
I mean, he doesn't deserve the Cy Young necessarily.
Well, if
He
he's
doesn't-
if he's pitching better than 57% of other
I mean,
pitchers and has
Justin
all those
Verlander's
numbers,
having his best season ever, coming off Tommy John.
That guy's just a different animal.
Yeah, Justin Verlander.
Justin Verlander's built different.
Justin Verlander
Yeah.
has a 1.73 ERA this year.
That's really
It's got to
fucking
be
good.
because he's upping. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean that's really fucking good
I mean,
too.
he's pitching better than 100. Justin Verlander's 124% better than the average pitcher this
If you were
year.
hitting that ass, you would fucking film better till believe.
Yeah.
Tommy John would be the last thing on my mind if I was
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, Ohtani isn't the Cy Young, but when you pitch to a near Cy Young clip and you hit to a kind of an MVP consideration hit, those two together, there's no one more valuable than you
No,
as a player.
I get that, but like if you just look at like any sport, really, like let's just be real here. LeBron James, basketball. If we're being very honest here, he has 4 MVPs to his name.
Yeah.
He realistically should have like 7 or 8.
doesn't he?
But it's like
Fatigue.
just because you have those numbers, it's like they should win the MVP. In sports, it's like I don't know, they don't like giving it to the same people all the time and like repeats and shit like that.
But then why do we judge players based off accolades that are given by writers?
That's a great question. That's a
Why do we
question.
judge players? Because Ethan says, Ohtani would be MVP every year with that mindset. He
Right.
should be MVP
Right. That
every
exactly.
year.
That's what I'm saying.
Because there's no one in MLB history, who's doing the stuff that Ohtani is doing. Babe Ruth, this is stuff that Babe Ruth did, and he's doing it better than Babe Ruth did in terms of the pitching side and the hitting side in the same season.
Right.
He's pitching,
He doesn't have the accolades that Babe Ruth
of
has.
course not, but like when the dust settles on a player's career, and we say, oh, he only won 1 MVP. Oh, they only won this. Like Mike Trout, 3-time MVP. He could be a 6-time MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Trout's a 6-time MVP right now. If he doesn't play another game in Major League Baseball, he's a Hall of Famer. If he finishes, a couple votes higher in the MVP voting a couple more times, he's a first surefire Hall of Famer right now. Big Nick would say Mike Trout's a Hall of Famer. But because the voters voted differently, because writers voted differently, we judge these players' careers differently. So now he's only a 3-time MVP, which puts him in the, Big Nick's like, okay, maybe he's not a Hall of Famer yet.
But I think that sparks the argument of people who should be allowed to vote and who shouldn't be allowed to vote. Because I don't think writers. I think it should be like.
I don't think players should vote.
I think
I don't think players should vote.
Go ahead, finish, and then I got to take.
I just don't think the people that we have voting are the most accurate. I think there could be more accurate voters out there that have better say than normal writers and shit like
I've
that.
got a fucking take and a half.
Who should vote for MVP?
Okay. Before I answer your question, I just want to, so I don't forget. Half of the baseball writers, and I'm not taking anything away from people who don't play the game. you can still love the game. You can still respect it. You can still watch it. You can still love it. I'm not hating on that. But if you do not play in the MLB, you have no fucking idea what it's like to play.
And I agree with that.
No idea.
I agree with
Absolutely
that.
none. You can be a writer and you can say, "Oh, well, this is this and this is that." And I mean, we do it all the time. I do it too. We say here as fans and say, "Why the fuck didn't they do this? Why the fuck didn't we do that?" We don't play.
But we're not
160
voting. We're not voting.
not
We don't
voting.
have
We're
a
just
say in that
fans.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
it's different. But if you're a writer, you have to have a totally different perspective. But you do not play the game. You have no idea how hard it is. And I'm not saying that you
But
can't see what's going on.
What
But
difference does that make in terms of?
because some people do not know the game of baseball that are writers.
I'd say most people who become professional
But what I'm
baseball
saying is that
writers
if you
know
play the
baseball.
game, you understand it.
A different way, but not in a better way.
I value the
I agree with
opinion.
you on that. I'll give you that because
Yeah.
I do know people
It's
like
a-
you know
you could-
I know
yeah.
people that know the game like that. But what I'm saying is like situational shit. Like you can know like stats and you can know this, but like there are things that happen on the diamond that you cannot teach. There's like you cannot explain to somebody until you play the game.
I value the opinion of someone that has played the sport and has gone through,
It went through the trenches.
and then can give their opinion. Like, for example, for basketball, I'm going to say two things, and Johnny, I'll hand it off to you. Like, one example for basketball is Chris Bouchard. You guys have heard of him before.
yes.
He's known for having bad takes and stuff. He's more known for having bad takes and good takes,
Should be
right?
a clown at my fucking. Should be a clown at someone's party.
And now I'm saying this as an example because it was involved in the Celtics, but it was a big thing. So years ago, I mean, and this isn't like a big MVP thing, but Avery Bradley, at the time, he was a very good, one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. Should have made the All NBA team, but didn't because of one guy, one vote didn't let him in. Chris Bouchard. Why did that not happen? He said, well, he was the primary defender on Devin Booker when he dropped 70. Guess who didn't play that game? Avery Bradley. And he didn't vote for him for that one specific reason, and that one vote left him off the ballot, which left him out making more money, whatever. So it's like Chris Bouchard never played the game, doesn't really pay attention, as you can see there. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but some people are like that.
But if you want
I'm
to
not
go
saying that
find,
either.
yeah, I mean, at the same time, you want to find a writer with a dumb take. I can show you 1.5 million players with stupid takes.
Sure, but I value the opinion of a former player more than someone that's never played. So like a Stephen A. Smith, a Skip Bayless, compared to like a Richard Jefferson, even a fucking Kendrick Perkins, I'd rather value their opinion more because like they know what it's like to play the game. They actually have relationships with these players. Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless are wannabes that act like they have done this and that, but they're really just fans, just like us. They never went through it like those other players did.
I mean, saying they're fans just like that, it's not true. They're reporters.
It's their job, sure,
It's
but
their job. Their
again,
job is to research, to study, to learn the game.
but it's different between researching and actually
Sure.
knowing.
But at the same time, you have Kendrick Perkins, who's a fucking dumbass, who spews bullshit on the air too.
Yeah.
For every dumb player, like
And he's played
most
with
most players have very aged and dated viewpoints of the game they play because they're stuck in their era. You listen to John Smoltz talk about baseball.
Mm-hmm.
John
What an
Smoltz,
idiot.
he's an idiot. John Smoltz talks about baseball as if it's still the 1990s.
Right.
Because that's when he played baseball.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to a lot of of analysts talk about the games they cover, they'll talk about games as if it's the era that they played
Mm-hmm.
in because that's the era that they know. These players aren't. I mean, some of them do their research, do their homework, but these players are stuck in the era that they played in. So when they're talking about the game, the perspective on the game, if you played like 10, 15 years ago, your perspective is outdated.
Sure.
And if you're not keeping up to date on what the players are doing now, what reporters do is they research. Inherently, their job as reporters to research to know the game, and so they're more up to date on things.
And
I'm saying if you're talking like in a booth, you need to have a color guy who's played the game. The color guy, that's what they're there for,
Mm-hmm.
to add those insights, to talk about their perspective on the game as a former player.
Mm-hmm.
There is certainly value in hearing a former player's opinion, but having them, I could see a way that you make a players committee that's like players and reporters and everyone. That's the ones who vote on the MVPs
Mm-hmm.
and who votes on the award stuff. We kind of get both a player's perspective and a reporter's perspective.
Right.
But at the same time, if you look at the Hall of Fame voting in baseball, they have veterans committees of just players, former players, executive, people who are associated with the game
Mm-hmm.
who vote on the Hall of Fame, and they're just letting their buddies get in, like the guys they played with, the guys
Sure.
and guys who don't deserve it necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because they're friends of theirs, and so they have a perspective that's a very specific perspective
Bias.
for that reason. It's a bias.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
we're definitely not going down this road. but the same shit happens in politics. So that's all I'm going to say.
Sure.
I
It
feel
happens in life.
I feel like
the
there should
same
just
shit
be
happens.
like maybe there should be like like before voting, like there should be a test that people take or something to see if they're qualified enough to like vote or some shit like that. Or just find balance, what you were saying, like between players, reporters, this and that. Like I don't know. I just think the voting is off in most sports, and that there should be something that should fix it, balance it out. That's what I think. I don't know. It's opinionated, but
Yeah. It's tough because I don't think there's a right answer.
no, I don't think there is either. I think it's just going to stay this way for however long.
But as I said, there's no reason why Shohei Ohtani shouldn't be MVP every year because what he's doing has never been seen in Major League Baseball before.
Sure, yeah.
And
I mean,
it's very unlikely that we'll see it repeated anytime soon. He is, for all intents and purposes, a Deion Sanders type person, where his athletic prowess is unmatched by anyone in sports because the physical ability to rebound, not just to be able to play, pitch and hit, to rebound and play every day after pitching 7 innings. The physical strength that it takes to do that is just absolutely mind-boggling.
and I'm not even arguing. I'm not even saying you're incorrect with saying that. I'm just basing it off of how we've seen voting. Like,
I know.
Again, like LeBron James. Like, it's the perfect example. The guy should have 10 MVPs. Like, he realistically should. But it's like they don't want to keep giving it over and over because that's just not how they want to do it. So,
Yep.
hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Catch you on the seal.
One more
Catch-
baseball topic to talk about today. In the Pittsburgh Pirates game last night,
This was hysterical.
Rodolfo Castro went to slide into third baseman, Pirates infielder. When he's sliding into third base, his phone falls out of his pocket. I have many questions.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons was laughing about it somewhere,
Ben-
smiling.
Yeah. At least Ben Simmons would see the text.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, first of all, it's illegal to bring a phone out in the field.
Is it? Yeah.
Very illegal.
Okay.
Because that's how you can get sign stealing. Like, imagine if your phone's on, you get a buzz
You
in your
say
back pocket.
illegal, I'm thinking like what? Like,
Yeah.
illegal, I'm thinking
No,
like,
that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's getting arrested. But
The way you say, that's illegal.
He's like he's stealing bases because the cops are chasing after him.
Exactly.
Mob life security.
he was in violation of MLB's regulation prohibiting electronic devices on the
Interesting.
field or in the dugout.
I didn't even think about that.
No
yeah.
one, he probably won't. Listen, first of all, it's the Pirates.
Because he definitely didn't do that for sign stealing because like it's the Pirates as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't cheating.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
You can't take that lightly.
But I mean, the most common thinking is he's just a dingus.
Yeah.
Who,
Was he a pinch runner or a pinch anything, or did he just have it in his pocket the whole? Because why do you have your phone on you if
What
you're
is your phone? Why is it on
active?
your locker? Like, are you texting in the dugout?
Yeah, like
Do you remember those one time? Do you remember when Pablo Sandoval?
Yes, he was
Yes.
liking Instagram
He
pictures.
was
That
liking
fat
Instagram while
ass
taking a shit during the game.
taking our money and texting and liking pictures of bitches on his
Yeah.
phone while a
was he
game's
a
going
Ventura
on.
last night?
Oh my god.
I mean, I've never seen that before. Like a player bring his phone out into the game. He just takes selfies in center field and stuff like that. Yeah,
That's
he
so
started
funny.
the game.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. That's odd.
very strange. So, I don't know if he'll face any discipline. Honestly, he should. I think he should.
100% he has to.
Because it sets a bad precedent.
Yeah, you
Because then
gotta.
someone can like, oh, I forgot my phone in
Yeah.
my back pocket.
You can't let that slide. Don't make it
Can't
be
let
like a
that
big
slide.
deal. Yeah. See what I did there? I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I don't give him like a fucking hard
No, give him
suspension,
like a
but like
game.
you gotta do something.
Yeah.
You gotta do something.
Give him a game, maybe slap a little fine.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
But yeah, that's kind of funny. We'll
Wrong
move-
man friends like you fucking got me out of fucking Orchids of Asia for this.
Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Orchids of Asia for this crap. Hey, Robert Kraft, deal with this, would you?
Oh my god.
Let's take a little basketball real quick. Dante was telling us about this before the show went on the air, but we'll talk about it. According to Adam Himmelsbach,
Yes.
Himmelsbach,
Yeah, I think Boston Globe. I think
Yeah.
he writes for.
the Nets reportedly asked Boston for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown initially when opening up trade talks centered around Kevin Durant.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I respect them I respect that. I respect it. You're trying to get the most you can. I mean, you gotta start off strong, I guess. But I mean, let's just be fucking honest. You're not talking to any idiot on the other side of the phone. I know Danny Ainge has only done this for 1 year, but there's not Brad Stevens, excuse me. Danny Ainge, Brad Stevens. I only know he's only been doing this for 1 year, but I ain't no idiot. I don't think there's someone I don't think there's any GM.
Brad Stevens would be fired if he made that.
I don't think there's any GM in the league that would make that trade. And like I said, you got to start off strong. You got, throw out there. You want the two best players, but it's like also at the same time, it's like trading in good faith, and it's like you wanna keep the negotiations going. That's a quick way to end it, real quick, because it's an insulting offer, to be honest with you. Like, listen, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart picks and stuff like that. I think that makes sense. Like that's a realistic trade. Maybe throwing another role player. I get that, but you're asking for a 24-year-old who just finished top 7 in MVP voting. Jaylen Brown, who is 25 and still improving and stuff like that, arguably the best player for the Celtics in the finals, for a 34-year-old Kevin Durant. And don't get me wrong, I would love Kevin Durant on the Celtics. I probably would do a Brown for KD type of trade. I am not opposed to it, but you're getting a 34-year-old back for two mid 20-year-old guys that are stars, or one's a star, one's an all-star type of play. Nah, man, you're not going to get anywhere with that. And if the Nets want to actually trade Kevin Durant, they can't expect to go anywhere if they're looking for stuff like this. I know it's Kevin Durant. He's arguably top 10 player of all time, but it's like when he's 38, Kevin Durant, he's going to be making $52 million at 38. I get it. Like, you have leverage, but not an awful lot. Teams, they're not stupid. They're not going to mortgage their entire future for a few years, a small window. It's a window. It's a big window in a small time period. It's just not worth it. And
4-year window is a pretty nice size window.
Well, I think with Kevin Durant, realistically, I think you got a great 2-year window, and then after that, it's still a window, but it's going to get smaller. But at the same time, we've been saying that LeBron's getting older and blah 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 blah, and he hasn't slowed down. Kevin Durant could be the same way. I don't know.
Listen, I'm of the mindset now with these type of players, with modern medicine, the way that people's train nowadays,
They can play forever.
Show me that they're not playing the way that they are. Like, Kevin Durant came back from one of the worst basketball.
Yeah,
injuries,
I'd say that
Achilles
he
rupture.
probably made the best recovery from a torn Achilles or a torn ACL than any player has.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, like how bad that injury was,
Mhm.
and how he's possibly better.
Sure. He's averaged over 30 the last 2 years since being back. So, I mean, again, I would take him, and I would love to have him on the team, but not for both those guys. The point is, the whole idea of getting KD is to help give someone else to Tatum, not get away your two guys and
Listen,
2
that
for
trade's not
1.
even going to be close to happening anymore.
No,
so.
no shot.
But
no
since
shot.
we did last talk on Monday, this news came out right after in the pit.
Mhm.
KD says either fire Steve Nash and the GM
Mhm.
or trade me, and the owner went out and tweeted.
Yeah, I'll pull up the tweet right now.
We're supporting our coaching staff. We're going to do what's right for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yep.
Pretty much fuck you, Durant.
Pretty
Yeah,
much
our
fuck you,
front office and coaching staff have my support. We will make decisions in the best interest of the Brooklyn Nets. Well, I'll tell you what, the best decision for the Brooklyn Nets would be to keep Kevin Durant, if we're being honest with you. But I don't think – I think he's going to get traded. To where? I don't know. But this is a fucking crazy situation. It's a crazy situation because he's a guy that they should get the biggest trade package in NBA history for him, or one of them at least. But I don't think they are. They're getting to a point where you're going to become desperate.
There's a fine line.
You're going to start getting desperate. Your back's going to be against the wall, and you're going to have to do something. So you got to take what's best now, because I don't think you're going to get many better packages if you wait another month.
Could you imagine if the Celtics got Durant without giving up Brown?
That won't happen. No way. I'd love to imagine that, but the Nets
You have
are
to make
not.
salaries.
They're
You have
not
to make
dummies
salaries
either.
match,
And they're
too.
not trying to rebuild right now.
No.
Because as I always say,
They can
have
still
no first-round
contend.
picks.
Yeah, they can still contend. Even if they get some back for Durant, there still could be a decent playoff team.
Yeah.
But
No, they need a
Again,
young
I
star
think
back.
the only way it could work is if they could end up with Donovan Mitchell on that team. It'd be a complicated trade, but 3-team trade where Donovan Mitchell goes to.
Yeah, we went over that
Probably had
trade.
to be a 4-team trade, honestly.
I like the idea of Toronto swooping in and getting Durant. I don't know. I just like the idea of it because that's what they do with Kawhi. You got plenty of pieces. They'd probably have to give up like
Give up
Scotty
Scotty
Barnes or
Barnes,
something,
that's
which
tough.
would
Yeah.
suck. Which would
That's
suck. But
tough.
again, you're getting Kevin Durant. It's like your chances of winning a championship over the next 3-4 years climb astronomically. Like
I just
Scott.
hope he doesn't go to the Bucks.
No, that.
Jesus.
Oh, I'd freak out
Goes
if
to the
that
Bucks,
happened.
forget it.
Katie
He's
and
not.
Giannis.
They're on the assets.
Middleton,
Yeah.
Drew,
Money.
bro. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to pull it off, but that would be nuts. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Great way to put it.
Yep.
Moving on to a little bit of football talk.
Football.
Roquan Smith requests a trade from Chicago. Says Bears don't value his worth in long explanation tweet. All-pro linebacker for the Bears. Been one of the staples of the offense for many years, defense for many years now. Looking to get out. They've reached an impasse on contract
They're gonna
negotiations.
suck.
I mean,
They
the
are
Bears.
going to suck.
Ben likes to say this, and I think he's right. Is there any quarterback set up for failure more than Justin Fields?
No.
Like, in terms of a young quarterback.
Now that Trevor Lawrence is Doug Peterson, I'd say no.
Yeah.
It's Justin Fields.
Yeah, they're not helping that guy out very much. And then you look at the receiver depth and stuff like that, the chart, they
They
have.
got N'Keal Harry. They'll be all set.
He's hurt. And there are two other receivers. Pringle, who they just signed, is hurt. And then another guy that they got is hurt. They're just, they're going to be awful next year.
Let's see, they've got, right now, Darnell Mooney is
Yep.
their one.
Yep. And he's young, so they
He's
can't
nice,
expect
Equanimeous St. Brown.
the brother of the better St.
Yes,
Brown.
yes.
Yes. They have David Montgomery, the
Tajay
running
Sharp.
back, but like he's injury prone.
Whatever happened to
Cole Kmet still.
Tariq Cohen?
Who?
He fizzled out. He kept getting
Oh,
hurt.
Tariq. Oh, didn't he
Couldn't
just?
stay
I think he
healthy.
just tore his ACL again
Did
because
he?
he was making a
Yeah.
comeback and he went on IG Live and he when
Oh,
doing a drill, his
right.
thing
I saw
popped.
that. Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if they
gross.
confirmed it was, but I think it was an ACL injury.
I think he keeps having injury after injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bears are going to be bad again. I mean,
Gonna fucking blow.
yeah, it's
Division
tough.
is booty.
Who do you think wins that
Booty,
division?
booty. I mean, the Packers.
Who's in that
defense is still
division?
elite, and they got
Packers.
Aaron
Bears,
Rodgers.
Packers, Lions.
Can the Vikings actually do it?
Vikings.
We'll see what their new head coach looks like. Comes from the Sean McVay tree, so
Yeah, that
Who's the Bears
division's
head coach?
ass, bro.
Matt Eberflus, the Colts DC.
That's right.
I'll tell you what. If the
Another,
Packers,
another guy who's not going to help Justin Fields develop.
if the Packers don't win that division, man, that is
they have
embarrassing.
no
Defense-
weapons.
their
I know they have
defense-
no weapons,
their
but,
defense is
like,
good enough where they should be able to coast to it.
The only other team that could
Vikings.
compete is the
I think
Vikings.
I'm going with the Vikings on this one.
They
Yeah.
could.
They could win
I
it.
think
They could
I'm
win the
going with
division.
Vikings.
I mean, on paper, yeah.
They could do it.
I mean,
remember who's behind the center on that? Oh, right guard maybe sometimes. Do you remember that video?
Kirk Cousins lined up on the right.
Where he lined up around on the right guard.
yeah, I do remember that.
Say what you will.
He
That
is-
dude keeps putting up 4,000 yards season.
And that
Sure,
dude keeps
sure,
getting, and that dude
sure,
keeps
yeah.
getting paid too. He's making so much
I- you
fucking
wanna talk
money.
about-
As I've
That man
always
knows
said,
how to make
The biggest schemer in the NFL is Kirk Cousins.
That man's agent is the goat.
Listen, Kirk Cousins will put up great stats. He's not a good quarterback.
No, they're meaning
I've been
they're
saying this for so many years, and people have yelled at me. Oh, Kirk Cousins is actually good. Like what the?
no,
blah, 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 blah,
he's
blah.
so mid.
Of the last since 2015, he's put up 4,000 passing yards in all but 1 year. Good numbers. He has a career 91 that's interceptions, 223 and 91 touchdown to interception ratio. Not terrible. Last year, 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, and the team went 8-8.
He's the definition of mediocre.
Kirk Cousins has won 10 games one time in his career.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But he still keeps getting paid. He's the biggest schemer in the NFL, bro. That dude somehow just keeps getting $30 million checks handed to
And
him.
also, look at his weapons.
He's
Got
also had two
Dalvin
elite
Cook.
receivers every year.
Got
He's
Dalvin
yeah.
Cook, running back. He's got Thielen,
Thielen and
Jefferson.
Jeffrey.
He went from Diggs and Thielen to Thielen
Yeah.
and Jefferson.
Yeah.
Like, Thielen's a touchdown machine, and Jefferson's arguably could be the best wide receiver in football after this year.
And yet, Kirk Cousins sucks.
And yet, they're still only going to win 8-9 games.
They won 8 games last year. I mean, who knows? Maybe they could.
I don't know, the Packers will be worse. Maybe.
Packers
This
gonna be
is
worse.
this would be the year for the Vikings to win the division. This would be the year. But
Yeah. We'll do our full football preview shows when it's closer.
Mhm.
When does preseason games start? I know they had the one last
Thursday.
year.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
Patriots
yeah,
are tomorrow
Patriots
night.
tomorrow.
are they really?
Who
Who
they
are they
playing?
playing?
Giants. At Gillette.
Giants.
Oh
Anyone
wow!
playing?
Oh, they are. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
They haven't announced anything yet.
It's gonna be disgusting.
Yeah. You excited for the all new Patriots season?
No.
No.
There's already problems with the
I
team
just love watching them.
because they just brought an offensive coordinator and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They actually hired someone?
or they're playing without one or
Yeah,
whatever
they're
it is.
playing
So it's like they're all over the
Matt
place
Patricia.
right now.
Patricia. Yeah.
Done
Yeah.
defense his whole fucking career.
They're going to be lost. I feel like they're going to be lost for the first few games this season. Maybe they'll start figuring it out, but like they're not good enough to make the playoffs in the first place. So they really don't have much room to start off slow. But yeah,
That's gonna be a tough division too.
I think-
everything stands.
I have zero expectations for the Patriots this year. Zero expectations. So I'm not going to let myself down.
Good. Don't expect anything. You'll
Don't.
never be disappointed in your life.
Johnny. I don't think I've ever agreed with you more than right there. No
Also-
expectations is better than any.
What's the line from Dodgeball? There's a line from Dodgeball.
God gives his hardest challenges to his strongest
That's
soldiers.
in Dodgeball.
That's not in dodgeball, no.
If you don't get your hopes up for anything, you won't be able to be disappointed. or
Yeah,
something.
that's pretty much it. I found that if you have a goal, that you might not reach it. But if you don't have one, then you're never disappointed. And I gotta tell you, it feels phenomenal.
Hey,
Yeah,
when you're right, you're right.
Spitting.
When you're right, you're
I
right.
love that movie. I haven't seen that in a minute. It's a great movie.
Ouch,
It is a very good
You
population
can dodge
you,
a wrench, you
bro.
can dodge a ball.
All right, well, a little off topic. What is your favorite sports comedy movie?
Sports
Maybe I do a top
comedy
three
movie.
sports comedy movies.
Oh, all right. Okay. The first two movies that came to my mind were Kicking and Screaming and Blades of Glory.
Semi-pros. up
Semi-pros are fun. I'm thinking Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah. Phil's done a lot of sports comedies.
there. Kicking, screaming's gotta be.
Kicking and Screaming, I think,
My
is up
dick,
there
I
for
mean,
me.
come
Like Happy Gilmore or something
Happy
like
Gilmore.
that. Yeah.
Major League.
Major League's a good one.
Waterboy.
Yeah. Waterboy. There's a lot of good
Yeah,
ones.
Sandler and
We counted
Farrell.
grown-ups.
Sandler and Farrell are in a lot of them. Yeah.
Because they both love sports.
You gotta love it. Who else? What other ones
I mean,
could there
Bull
be?
Durham for me is
Mhm.
classic.
That's a good
I
one.
wouldn't
Oh,
for
bench
anyone
warmers,
saying-
of course.
Benchwarmers is a
Then
funny
you got,
movie.
You got
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Talladega
Yeah.
Nights.
Talladega. Yeah. Talladega Nights.
I think I'd have to watch Dodgeball again. It probably aged a little poorly, as most comedies from that era kind of do.
What year did that come out?
04.
Mid 2000. Yeah.
But I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I'd
Love that
probably-
Dodge a
movie.
wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I'd probably go like Happy Gilmore, Kicking and Screaming, and then we'll go Talladega Nights because that
Said
fits in there.
Sonny said I, Tanya. That's not really a comedy.
That's that. Is
really
that
a
a
comedy.
comedy?
It's a good movie.
It's a great. Yeah, I've heard
I
good
like-
things
I'm gonna
about
go
it.
Major League Dodgeball. I know what I'm gonna go with 3 here.
Yeah, not including Bull Durham, because I'm not going to count it as the same field. Major League, Talladega Nights. Love Talladega Nights. And Dodgeball. Gotta watch Dodgeball again. It's a good movie.
Honestly, low key, I might go Rookie of the Year. That's a funny.
That's a
one,
good
too.
one.
That's a good one. What's the matter, pitcher? Chicken. Yeah. I always
They
love.
had to. They had to.
I always love
What
the
am I talking
idea
about?
of like the kid just breaking his arm on the mound and then just still pitching the game. Like they couldn't bring someone else in after he falls and breaks his arm again. I guess he refixed his arm. I don't know. What a movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got to talk about. Episode 1 of Hard Knocks was last night. You guys watch?
Yeah, no.
Not yet.
Nope. Do
I
you
don't-
watch Hard Knocks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you actually watch like consistently?
Not consistently. No, I mean I watch it. Nothing's consistent.
I haven't watched it in years.
But apparently this episode was electric. You had the rookies singing and dancing, and Aiden Hutchinson doing Billie Jean for the team.
Yeah.
And you had Dan Campbell.
Bro,
Dan Campbell.
I want this guy to be my life coach. Like, I fucking love Dan Campbell. Like, I don't care if this guy wins 0 games this year. He should have the most secure job in football. This guy is electric. He gets guys going. People fucking during the show, I saw clips online of like him talking about like I don't care if you got 3 toes, 1 ass cheek or something like that. Like the references he makes are just fucking unbelievable.
What was his quote?
It was something. If you have 3 toes,
3 toes and 1 ass cheek. I don't care. I'll still kick your ass.
I'll still kick your ass. Like that's fucking electric, dude. That
And then he talked about being a mammal that submerges itself in water and attacks the other sea creatures. It's going
and then like Jamal Williams or whoever it was talking about how much he hates losing in the huddle, and then he starts like crying. He goes, "I cry when I think about it." And then he starts crying in the huddle. Dude, like, oh my, I love the Lions, dude. I really fucking do. I want them to do so well.
Maybe they'll win the division.
Maybe. Well, Here,
How
let
many
me.
games? All right.
let me see if I can find
They kind of a
odds.
sneaky good roster.
I wanna see if I can
actually.
find
keeping
odds.
in our NFC North preview, I guess, is kind of NFC North preview day. How many wins do you think the Lions win this year? If you had to guess,
They're going to beat the Eagles.
Okay.
Week 1, I'll tell you.
Can I? All right, hold on.
Upset pick of week
Schedule.
1.
I have odds for you.
Yes.
Oh, I can't.
Over under.
Yeah, hold
I need
on.
to know their strength of schedule.
All right.
Let me-
All right. Eagles week 1.
That could be
At
a
home.
coin flip. That could be a coin flip. I'll
Command-
give him a W. I'll give him a W.
Yeah. I think
Commanders
they beat
week
the
2.
Eagles.
W.
Why? Am I-
Vikings week 3.
Loss.
2-1. You really think the Lions are going to start the year 2-0?
I,
Good.
That's
I'd
impossible
love.
to
I'd
imagine.
love for that.
I think
to
they
happen.
beat the Eagles week 1. I do.
Yeah.
That's the upset, the trendy upset pick I like.
And so we got a
I
lot of
only
time to
picked
get
them because
them.
they're in Detroit.
Yeah. You got the
Oh,
Seahawks
no,
week
the-
3.
In Seattle?
No, at home.
Seahawks.
Take down the
Seahawks
Seahawks.
fucking
I think they'll
blow,
win that
man.
game.
So you have them 3-1. The Lions will start the year 3-1.
That's such an easy start to the schedule.
Then they play the Pats in Gillette.
No, they're not winning.
Yeah, no.
Cowboys in Dallas.
No.
No.
They're not winning that game.
Dolphins at home.
No.
Packers,
No.
No.
Bears on the road.
Yes.
Giants
point, yeah.
on the road.
Yes.
Bills at home.
Absolutely.
No.
Jaguars at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vikings at home.
That's a coin flip to me.
See, I feel like they could split with these division
59-41,
teams.
No.
No.
I'm gonna lean
Jets
59-41.
Jets on the road.
Damn, their schedule's easy as fuck.
So happens
In
when you're a last
half.
place team,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
First half, we're almost at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Give me a win. Give me a win for them.
Panthers on the road.
Yes.
Bears at home.
Yes.
Packers
No.
No.
Not beating Packers. No.
9-8. Get the
They,
Lions going
so
9-8
they're
this
they're
year.
plus 990 to win the division.
Okay.
That's
And
easy fucking good.
their win total is hold on. Let me see if I can find it here. Where are you, Detroit? Where are you? Come on now. I know you're hiding. Oh my God! Over 6.5. 6.5.
Oh, I take that.
I dabble.
I might sprinkle a little bit on that. To be honest
I
with
dabble.
you,
Yeah.
plus 990 to win the
many- how many
division
did they win
too.
last
Jared
year?
Goff is still Jared Goff.
Oh, I think they only won like 3
They
or
won
4
3.
games, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're talking about a big stretch with no real player changes.
However, they started off like 0-11 and lost every game by a field goal for like
Yeah,
most heartbreaking.
St. Brown, he had a great end of the year though. I think he's got potential to have a
Amon-Ra.
big year
Jeff
too.
Okuda. I mean, they've had great draft
DeAndre
picks
Swift
lately,
too. Before he got hurt, he was putting up top 5 running back
Did
numbers.
we ever find out if DeAndre Swift killed that guy?
He didn't kill. I don't know how that started.
randomly
I
a
don't
rumor
know
for, like,
why
a
he
week.
got thrown in there. Everyone's like, "Do you guys hear?" What happened?
The murder.
Yeah, just the most random
It
thing
was
in
like
the
right
world.
before fantasy drafts too. So everyone was like, "Listen, we're concerned about the murder."
No,
but, like, it's good with this
me and
guy."
my friends are talking about that. We were like, we're still drafting him. Like, even if he's a murderer, like that's a good character to have on your team. Could you imagine though if that did happen? People that oh my god, or no, that's like when because Andrew Luck retired like a few
yeah.
days. So we had our fantasy football draft. He retired literally. Not even like 3 hours after our draft finished, and some kid took Andrew Luck in like the 6th round, 7th round, or something like
It was
that.
during their preseason game.
It
right?
was he was walking out, and I remember that. Yep, that was
Wild.
crazy. Oh my god. I don't know. No, I don't know. The Lions. I don't know. They can make some noise. I don't know.
Maybe they will.
Divisions.
I'd love to see that. I would love it.
All right. We got one more topic to talk about before we go on to joke of the day, Big Nick.
All right.
A man eats 17 ghost peppers in 1 minute for world record.
Wow.
No,
How are you alive?
no, that.
A
Yeah.
single ghost pepper has over 1 million Scoville heat units.
So he had 17 Scoville heat units in a minute.
Dude, you
Yes.
got to get like your stomach pumped after that. You got to go to the You got to do that in the hospital. Like that's not even like if I like doing something like that. I'm not worried about like how hot it is, like my mouth's on fire or anything like that. There's a video.
There's a
Oh
video.
my god.
Play it.
Oh, you're not even thinking, bro. You just
Oh.
like that's just
Oh
a
my
pepper
God.
too. That doesn't taste good.
Oh yeah, you can't. If it gets in your skin, it's gonna burn your
That's
skin.
just straight heat, bro. That's not even like.
Oh my god.
This guy's an absolute.
He looks like a tank. Don't get me wrong,
Oh man.
but like
Is he gonna finish
that
it?
does things to your body, bro.
What's he saying? Oh, this music.
Yeah, I.
Finished it.
Yeah, good for good for you, buddy. Yeah, hang that plaque up on your wall or something like that. Remember what you did.
So apparently, this man Gregory Foster is known for eating spicy foods. He
As
apparently
am
also
I.
holds a record for eating them 3 Carolina Reaper peppers, which are even spicier, in 8.7 seconds.
Yeah, Carolina Reaper peppers are hotter, but ghost peppers are very hot. Those things are very hot too.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Why do I have
Quote, a chili lover. He's been trying to advance the awareness and the excitement surrounding the super hot chilies out there. This attempt was solely a personal endeavor to achieve another Guinness World Record alongside my currently standing ones. I love chili eating and pushing myself.
I have a question about world records because there's a lot of weird world records out there. How do they come up with? Is it just like someone goes, "Hey, I have an idea for a world record.
I guess so.
Let me do this," or like you're trying to beat something that was. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think I think they actually have to be present for you to actually achieve it.
Authentic.
Because there was one, I remember we talked about this. This may have been a year ago because we were talking about world records. It was like tapping the ball back and forth to each other for like a certain amount of time. It's like, where'd that come from? How is that a record? Like, you just come up with that and just go for it? Like, I don't understand how this stuff works. Also, you're getting like 15 seconds of fame here. No one's gonna remember this. you're pushing.
in the
I
pepper.
already halfway forgot it.
You're pushing your limits just for a quick talk on In the Pit podcast. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're accomplishing.
People would kill to be mentioned on the other podcast.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, that's why he did it. But like, I don't know, man. Is it worth it to him? I guess, but I don't see the appeal in that.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it.
No. I like spicy food, and there's video evidence of me eating some pretty hot stuff. I would never attempt to break a world record when it comes to spicy food. No way. Nope.
This is a funny
nope.
topic. I want to talk about one more topic real quick before I do jokes.
Okay.
So racing mascots, racing, whatever. Every team has their own. And the Cleveland Guardians, they have the racing hot dogs.
Okay.
Each hot dog is a different condiment. But the Cleveland Guardians demoted their mascot, Mustard, to the minors following a historic 50-race losing streak.
Oh no.
50? Yes, he hasn't won a game all year.
No.
They released a statement where they said the Cleveland Guardians optioned Mustard to High A Lake County. The Cleveland Guardians today announced the following roster moves. They put this actual release on it.
That's awesome.
Option Mustard to High A Lake County. The club did not make a corresponding move. Mustard, 17, has struggled at a historic pace this season, failing to secure a victory in any of his first 50 Sugardale hot dog races at Progressive Field in 2022. The tantrum throwing condiment is being sent down to the Guardians High A team, the Lake County captains, and to try to get his mental and physical game back to an MLB caliber. He's expected to report to the captains on Monday and race in Tuesday's contest. The record this year: Ketchup has 25 wins, Onion has 25 wins, and Mustard has 0.
You hate to see it. Hey, that's why mustard sucks, guys. I've been
Yeah.
telling you, mustard's awful. This is reason number one.
Apparently, this is not the first time Mustard's been in the news.
Oh no! What
earlier
else?
Earlier this month,
Assault, federal crimes,
yeah, what was
drug
January 6th?
trafficking, selling coke, coke.
He was there January 6th. No, Mustard.
Where were you, January 6th, mustard?
Oh my god.
Catching up on old times?
That's
The Mustard apparently had a wardrobe malfunction.
No.
And his pants fell and then he tripped
Oh,
while running the race.
mustard.
This is what
Mustard.
happens earlier this. Like his pants literally just fall down. The guy running, his pants fall down while he's running. And he's trying to make it, and then he falls.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah,
Thank God no one knows who you are behind that because I'd be so embarrassed.
Yeah, it's time for Mustard to figure out what's wrong.
Yeah,
it's not
hey,
working.
Got to find your swing. Got to get your swing back in the
Exactly.
minors.
Exactly.
That's awesome. All right.
All right, Big Nick, it's time.
do
Do a
it.
few jokes today. Do a little bit
We'll
long.
do it quick. We'll do a
Few
quick.
jokes.
Yeah, a few jokes.
We'll do it quick.
All right, what we got?
Right, hold on. I got you.
We had some good jokes last week.
Yeah, we came up with some jokes. We made up for you
Alright.
not being here.
Why don't they play poker in the jungle?
Why is that?
Why?
Too many cheetahs.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
Many
That-
cheetahs.
can't do that in poker.
Funny jokes on Google Images.
Yeah, what's the theme here? What's the theme?
funny jokes on
Poker,
Google Images.
poker, jungle.
Why did the teddy bear not ask for dessert after dinner?
Because he was stuffed.
That's a good.
Because he was so stuffed.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Why does Snoop Dogg use an umbrella?
Weed.
something with drugs.
Drop it like it's hot.
Makes it rain. Kind of give it for drizzle.
Oh, for drizzle.
I know a lot of jokes about unemployed people, but none of them work.
Okay.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Ah. That's funny.
Why did the pitcher go to jail?
The pitcher?
The pitcher.
Can't because he was caught stealing. Why?
Because it was framed.
Oh.
Very
Don't you
nice.
hate it when that happens?
Very nice.
Do it, huh? Don't you?
6 out of 7 dwarfs aren't happy. Get it? The 7 dwarfs, one of them's happy.
Oh.
Why are waterbeds so bouncy?
Why?
They're filled with spring water.
Can't put tap in there. Can't
What's
put
the
tap
difference?
water.
What's the difference between an oral and a rectal thermometer? The taste.
Oh, Jesus.
no, that's gross. That's
This is a Rodney
gross.
Dangerfield joke. I accidentally flushed some Viagra down my toilet. Now I can get the lid to close.
Oh, that's terrible.
Hey, you're getting no respect around here. No respect.
Hey,
Why? What? Did you hear about the famous pickle? I hear the guy's a big dill.
dill pickle.
When my wife said she was leaving me because of my obsession with the band The Monkees, I thought she was joking, and then I saw her face.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, burn, bitch.
Girlfriend told me to stop making Linkin Park references, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
Oh, you fuck! I was thinking that's what it was gonna be. That's a good one. That's a good one, John.
I wanna
That's
see
a good
there's more
one.
of these.
That's a good one. What are you on Reddit right
How do
now?
cows stay up to date?
Moo.
Moon Day.
I mean, moose in the joke, but yeah, they read the moose paper.
Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
moo.
I knew it was something with moo. I had to. I mean, come
The
on.
moo.
It's the moo.
Why was the cow afraid?
Moo.
It heard.
Scary movies.
He was a cowherd.
Ah, that's a good one. That's better than mine. That was better than mine. Yeah, scary movies.
A grasshopper sits down at a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, you know I got a drink named after you."
Hops.
The grasshopper says, "So you have a drink named Steve?"
That's good.
Okay.
Colin loved that one.
Called
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Let's see. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I-O.
I
I owe you.
I owe you.
money.
I owe
'Cause
you.
you're-
When you're paying me back.
Yep.
Yeah.
That damn right.
All right.
Damn right.
What do
Got the
you call-
Italians knocking on
What
the
do
door.
you call a can opener that doesn't work?
Closer.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard this.
Bottle opener?
Get yours on the website right now. Lemon.com. What is it?
A can't opener.
Can't open.
Fuck. Fuck.
All right, I got. I'm gonna give you
Layup.
one more.
All right, I'll give you one more too.
Did you adopt that dog? No, he's my biological dog.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Did you adopt that dog?
No.
He's my biological dog. Like dog, that's my dog.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Yeah,
we were
I
talking about
get
sex
it.
change or something.
I get
thought
it.
you meant like
My dog.
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
birthed
Oh,
this
whoa,
dog.
wait. Okay, you do one more. I need to end on going with sound. I got my wife. joke.
Oh, let's go.
Do you guys know who Mitch Hedberg is?
No, who is
Is that?
Mitch Hedberg is a comedian, king of the one-liner. Had some of the best one-liner jokes.
Oh, I thought it was part of the joke. All right.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I was like, no, I don't know who he is.
Fucking
like-
cis- yes.
This is one. An escalator can never break. It can only become stairs. You should never see an elevator temporarily out of order sign. Just escalators, temporary stairs. Sorry for the convenience.
What?
Escalator can never break. It just becomes
Yeah, it's just okay. All right. Okay.
No, escalator.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Sorry, I feel it.
All right, let's end this on a my wife joke.
My wife.
The wife says, "Look at that drunk guy." The husband says, "Who is he?" The wife says, "Sorry, it's like cut off."
Yeah, I see that. Go,
It's like-
yeah, I see.
No, the suspense.
Click on. Go to the website. See it maybe.
It's like cut off.
Hold on, guys. Technical difficulty. Click on it again.
I got one in the interim.
Visit.
Say what you will about
Oh, no.
pedophiles, but they do
Oh.
drive slowly
It's
in
still
school
cut off.
zones.
Well. All right.
All right. Well, what about this?
We got another wife one. There you
I'm
go.
gonna read this
We
one.
got another one. We're
Hold
good.
on.
We got backup.
Pedophiles are fucking immature assholes.
They are.
my
Oh no, that's not good. That's a bad.
not good.
I love this one. This was fucking.
All right, I think they end on this one.
All right, here we go.
A husband and his wife went to divorce court. The judge says, "You have 3 kids. How will you divide them?" Long pause. They had a long discussion with his wife and himself, and they said, "Okay, Your Honor, we will come back next year with one more."
Hey, that's a strat. That's
That's a good try.
That's a. We're gonna make it six.
Because we're getting divorced, doesn't mean we can have sex with my ex-wife.
We gonna make it sexy time. Very nice.
She might be my ex-wife, but why am I still standing here? Get in the bedroom.
All right, thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back here on Friday live on YouTube.
Damn fucking right we will be.
Yes, we will. See you guys.
Take it
then.
easy.
Peace
Don't forget to
out.
Subscribe, whatever. Peace out, Akon.
Peace out, Akon.